I'm Jamie Trujillo. I'm the Chief Information Officer for Goal Academy High School. We're Colorado's largest charter school system. We're also the nation's largest alternative online education campus. I'm based here in Pueblo, Colorado, but we are a statewide school with 37 locations all across the state of Colorado. I phrase this actually to my leadership team, my directors and managers on my leadership team here in IT. We talk about the concept of goodwill with our users. And what does that really mean to our user base? Goodwill to us is the ability to make deposits with our users when times are good, providing excellent customer service to them and giving them a uniformed experience within our department and the service and support we provide to them. And it builds that bank of goodwill as we do that, as we execute that successfully. Now, things don't always go so good in IT. We know that. We've got system down issues. We've got troublesome users or troublesome assets or whatever it might be. So we use our bank of goodwill when we need to pull from that. And so all the good service we provide builds the bank of goodwill so that when times aren't so good and we need to make a withdrawal from that bank, our users give us the grace and patience we need to get them back to an equal footing again and get them back online. That affords us more time to work through issues, which is a luxury in IT. I really believe it's a luxury. And by building that bank of goodwill and providing them excellent customer service through a compassionate mindset, we can force changes a little bit easier. We can do some of the things that we need to do, and our users are more patient with us to do so. I'm glad you asked me that, Don. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some things that really were huge to me in working with you and the trainings that you provided us. Two points of feedback that actually came from our staff. You were at our forum event this summer, providing a customer service training to people who really needed that work and kind of talking through that. Two feedback things I got. Number one, you really understood goal. You understood our school. You took the time you needed to educate yourself on what mattered to us as a school and what our culture was as a school and how customer service played into the work we do with students and families and internal stakeholders and so on and so forth. That was a huge thing. In other words, people felt like you already knew them. That doesn't happen very often, frankly. So thank you for that, number one, for taking the time and the research that you did. The other feedback I got, and this is the best feedback I could have gotten, it was too short. It was way too short. In other words, there was not enough time. We erred in not giving you more time to spread the message and provide the training to people. Now, what that tells me, when people say that a training was too short, that tells me that they were at the edge of their seat waiting for more information that they were going to be able to take back for themselves. It means they were engaged, they were involved in it, and they were participating, which is the most important piece in a training is, do you have a captive audience who's willing to participate with you and do the work with you? So when people tell me, that guy was amazing, but man, that was just way too short. That tells me that next time we're going to give you more time because people loved what you had to say. So I would tell them two things. The first one I would tell them is, if you're already practicing compassionate customer service, I'm going to ask them why. Why aren't you doing that? Because that just seems the most common denominator. And number two, bring a trainer in like yourself who understands what the users want to see from the people providing that service to them. In other words, we don't talk tech to people. We speak English to them. We understand that our users' issues, regardless of what they are, to them at that moment in time is the most important thing to them. They don't care what's happening upstream. They don't care that Active Directory is down, or they don't care that the database isn't responding to a query. They don't care about that. They care that they can't do what they want to do at that moment in time. To use compassion in customer service, it simply means empathizing with the user and making them feel that their issue is the most important, that you agree that their issue is the most important. And your training gave us the skills to now we know how to interact with our users better because of that. 100%, all day, every day, all day, every day.